A recruiter does not read your LinkedIn profile like a biography. They scan it like a search result, a resume, and a risk check all at once. If the first few signals are unclear, they may never reach the rest. Your profile is not just an online resume. It is also a matching page. It helps recruiters decide three things. Can you do the job? Are you close enough to what they need? And is it worth starting a conversation with you? Most recruiters are not browsing for fun. They are trying to fill a specific role with specific constraints. They may need a certain job title, skill set, location, industry, salary range, or level of experience. Your profile is judged against that context. Before a recruiter lands on your full profile, they may first see you in search results. That means your profile has to be discoverable before it can be impressive. The right words need to appear in the right places, especially around titles, skills, and recent experience. Think of your profile like a store shelf. The recruiter does not inspect every product first. They notice the label, the category, and the strongest proof. Only after that do they pick it up and look closer. The top of your profile carries a lot of weight because it answers the fastest questions. Who are you professionally? What do you do? Where are you based? And what kind of opportunity might make sense for you? This is your first screen audit. Your banner does not need to be fancy. It needs to avoid confusion. A clean banner can support your professional identity, show your field, or simply create a polished first impression. A distracting banner can make the whole page feel less intentional. A photo is not a skills test, but it is a trust signal. Recruiters are looking for a real person behind the profile. A clear, simple, professional image usually works better than a heavily edited image, a group photo, or no image at all. Your headline is one of the most important pieces of profile real estate. It should quickly say what you do and what you want to be found for. A vague headline like "Motivated Professional" forces the recruiter to work too hard. A useful headline combines role, focus, and keywords without sounding robotic. For example, a product manager might mention product strategy, user research, and B2B software. A data analyst might mention SQL, dashboards, and business insights. After the headline, recruiters often look at your current or most recent role. They want to understand your level and your recent context. Are you leading, supporting, building, analyzing, selling, designing, or operating something relevant to the role they are filling? If you like practical career breakdowns like this, consider subscribing. The goal here is simple. We take confusing parts of job search and workplace growth, then turn them into clear steps you can actually use. A good LinkedIn profile has hierarchy. The top explains your professional identity. The middle proves it with experience and projects. The lower sections support it with skills, education, certifications, recommendations, and activity. Recruiters move through that hierarchy quickly. The About section should not be a personal essay with no direction. It should connect the dots. In a few clear paragraphs, it can explain your specialty, the problems you solve, the environments you know, and the kind of value you bring. The best About sections sound like a capable person explaining their work. They are not stuffed with every keyword possible. They use normal language, but still include the important terms a recruiter might search for in your field. Your Experience section is where the recruiter looks for evidence. Titles matter, but descriptions matter too. A title says what seat you held. The description explains what you owned, what tools you used, who you worked with, and what changed because of your work. A weak Experience section reads like a job description copied from somewhere else. It says, responsible for meetings, reports, communication, and support. Those words may be true, but they do not show scope, judgment, tools, or outcomes. A stronger version is more concrete. It might say, you built monthly dashboards, supported sales forecasting, improved onboarding documents, managed vendor timelines, or analyzed customer feedback. Specific work is easier to trust than broad claims. Think of each recent role as a proof block. The recruiter should be able to see the problem space, your actions, your tools, and the result. You do not need to reveal private company data. You do need enough detail to make your experience believable. Results are helpful, but they do not always need dramatic numbers. If you have accurate metrics, use them. If you do not, describe the practical improvement. Faster reporting, cleaner documentation, fewer handoffs, smoother launches, or better stakeholder visibility can all be meaningful. Keywords help recruiters find you, but random keyword dumping can backfire. If you list a tool, skill, or method, try to connect it to a real role or project. Search gets you noticed. Context helps you survive the closer read. The Skills section supports search and quick screening. Recruiters may look for hard skills, tools, methods, languages, or domain knowledge. The mistake is treating it like a junk drawer. A focused skills section should reinforce the jobs you actually want. If you want data roles, skills like SQL, data visualization, statistics, and business analysis may matter more than generic words like teamwork. If you want project roles, tools, planning methods, stakeholder management, and delivery experience may be more relevant. If you use a featured or highlighted section, make it earn its space. This area can point recruiters to a portfolio, case study, certification, article, project, or work sample. It should answer the question, what proof should they see first? Certifications and education are usually supporting evidence. They are most powerful when they match the target role. A certification in cloud, project management, analytics, cybersecurity, or another field can help if it supports the story your profile is already telling. Recommendations can reduce uncertainty, especially when they are specific. A generic message saying you are great is pleasant, but not very useful. A stronger recommendation mentions how you worked, what problem you helped solve, or what someone could trust you to handle. Recruiters may also glance at recent activity. They are not expecting everyone to be a thought leader. They may simply want to see how you communicate, what topics you engage with, and whether your public behavior matches a professional environment. One of the biggest hidden tests is consistency. Your headline, about section, recent roles, skills, and featured proof should all point in the same general direction. If every section suggests a different career, the recruiter has to guess your story. This matters even more if you are changing careers. A pivot profile should not hide the past. It should translate the past, show which skills carry over, which new skills you are building, and what target role now makes sense. Recruiters also scan for seniority. They look at the scale of your work, the complexity of your problems, and the level of ownership you had. Managing a small task, owning a process, and leading a strategy are very different signals. Location still matters because many searches depend on geography, time zone, travel, or work arrangement. If your profile is unclear about where you are based or what kind of work setup you want, recruiters may skip instead of asking. A common mistake is writing for yourself instead of for the recruiter's question. You may know what your old title means inside your company. The recruiter may not. Translate internal language into clear market language that another company can understand. Another mistake is trying to appeal to every possible job. A profile that says you are open to marketing, operations, finance, teaching, customer success, and design may look flexible, but it can also look unfocused. Recruiters usually search for fit, not general potential. Here is a simple audit. Cover everything below the first screen and ask what a recruiter would understand in 10 seconds. Then read only your most recent role. Then scan only your skills. If those 3 checks tell the same story, your profile is getting stronger. The before version says, experienced business professional seeking new opportunities. The after version says, operations analyst focused on process improvement, reporting, and cross-functional workflow support. The second version is no longer because it is fancy. It is better because it is easier to match. Recruiters scan your LinkedIn profile by looking for match, proof, and trust. Your job is not to impress everyone. Your job is to make the right person quickly understand where you fit, what you can do, and why your experience is credible. If you want, drop a question in the comments about your own LinkedIn profile, job search, or career pivot. You can also suggest the next topic you want explained, and we may build a future video around it.